Hello and welcome back. This video is going to talk about my favorite value resort at Walt Disney World, which is Pop Century Resort. There are a few value resorts to choose from. This one is my absolute favorite. Pop Century is located on the Skyliner. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment, but that's one of the reasons why I love Pop Century. Also, it has been refurbished recently in the last few years, and there is a lot to offer. Pop Century is a resort that is based off of pop culture from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. I'd love it if you would give me a chance to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, share this video with others that may be interested in learning more about the Pop Century Resort. So you have a couple different room types that we have here at Pop Century. The rooms are going to be basically the same, but I'm going to show you the difference between a double room with two queens and then also a king room. This room is going to be two queens. What you see here is actually a bed that's going to fold down from the wall. That is one thing I like to tell my clients that are traveling to Pop Century Resort and some of the others that have now moved to this style of room, is that your second bed is going to be there coming out of the wall. It's a Murphy bed style. So you can take it up during the day and use the table if you are going to have any meals, or you can pull that bed down. Here is your bathroom, just a standard bathroom. Your commode and your shower are there in the same room, just still generous in space as far as what you have available to you. There's also a lot of storage space in these Pop Century rooms. There's the little closet, but there's also a lot of storage space there at the vanity, and there's also a lot of storage too. If you are the kind of person that likes to unpack their luggage, there is plenty of opportunities for you to do that. There you can see the bed folded down. That you have two queen beds there. There are a couple of different ways that you can get a room. There is just the standard room. You can get a pool view room, or you can get a preferred room that is going to be closer to the main building. Right over there, I am pointing to where the Skyliner is. The Skyliner is the gondola system that travels between Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and there's a few resorts that are along the way as well. It's very convenient and very quick and easy to get to both Hollywood Studios and Epcot this way, that you don't have to worry about taking the bus system. There are buses available then to Magic Kingdom and to Animal Kingdom as well. One of the things that you'll see just a little bit there, you can see Tramp in the background, and you're going to see a little bit later on in the video, is the giant decorations that are here. I wanted to show you a couple different ways that you can get into your room. Obviously, they still have the standard tickets that have always been available, but you'll see there I'm showing you my Magic Band. This is actually the older version of Magic Band that if you have traveled to Disney in the past, you may still have if the battery is still charged up, or if you have upgraded to the new Magic Band Plus. If you are not wanting to purchase a Magic Band, you actually can use the app. You click through the app and you can actually open your door with the app. That's what we are showing you here. So you just click onto that section and then it unlocks your door right there from the app and you can go right in. Here then is the king room. You're going to see it's very similar to the double queen room that I showed you already, but this one has just a king bed. So you'll see that takes up the majority of the space on the wall. You'll always see with all of the rooms that there are plenty of plugs available. There are plugs on both nightstands next to the bed. There are USB ports as well as plugs, and your light switches there to turn on the lights that are over. All of the rooms are going to have a coffee maker and a small beverage fridge. It's not going to be something that's going to keep things super cold, but if you have a bottle of water, can of soda, those types of things would stay cold. Here in the king room as well, you're going to have a table. Obviously, it doesn't pull down out of the wall like the Murphy bed, but you still have a table here if you would like to have breakfast before you go to the parks, or if you happen to be here needing to do some work, you would have adequate space to be able to do that, which is one of the nice things about these resorts. All of the resorts are also going to have a safe that you will see here in just a moment. Underneath the cabinet, there are drawers if you like to unpack, and then you'll see that there is a safe there as well as extra bedding, extra pillows, and the like. We use the safe primarily because we don't want to take our wallets to the parks with us. That's one of the benefits of using the Magic Bands, that you can use the Magic Band to pay for things, and then you don't have to walk around with your credit cards and things like that. This room is also a connecting room. There are several connecting rooms at Pop Century. If you are traveling with a larger family, we can request that the rooms be connected through the connecting door. They will not always guarantee that the rooms will be connecting, but we can absolutely request that and put that on your reservation. You'll see here in the king room, the bathroom is going to be very similar. It's just flip-flopped from the other room that we had, but there is generous space there with the vanity. The shower is going to be the same as well. You'll see here, I'm going to point out the H2O products that Disney has always had available. One of the very big travel tips that I want to mention here is you will see that this mechanism that has the soap bottles is a locking mechanism. That means that nobody is able to tamper what is in the bottles. It's always a good travel tip to make sure if you have those that are standard like that, that you make sure that it's ones that is locked. Pop Century does have several things that you can do at the resort. This is walking in from the lobby. There is a sitting area there if you are waiting for your Uber, if you're waiting for a minivan. You'll see that all of the decorations here are going to be dated from the 50s through the 80s. Pop culture, you'll see lots of things. For me, I see lots of things from my childhood as I look back on games that I played, music that was popular at the time. On the other side of this lobby is where the food station is. That is more like a quick service. They have plenty of options. They have ice cream, they have breakfast, they have lunch, they have dinner, they have cupcakes. You can get little snacks. You can fill up your refillable mugs from beverages, whatever you like. There's also a gift shop there. Also here at Pop Century is a very large arcade that has tons of games that you can choose to play. Now this you would need to provide your own money for as you are playing, but there is tons of games available if you have some time to kill. If it happens to be inclement weather outside and you want to pass a little time, you can jump in here and play some video games. Several of the video games have more than one, that if you have kids that you can play against each other, you can take turns. There's just a lot to offer, and it was even a much larger space than I even knew it to be. Even though I had been there several times, I hadn't walked in there to see just how large this arcade was, but there is a ton of things to choose from. You gotta love skee ball. Always have the skee ball. That's where you're gonna find me. Outside, there's also tons of things that you can do. They will have different events throughout the time that you are there. Sometimes they show movies out by the pool. Sometimes they have activities out by the pool, dance parties out by the pool. There is a standard pool that is right there in the middle that you will kind of see in the background here. Then there is also a younger child pool, like a splash pad area for children that aren't necessarily ready to go into the big pool, or if you just want it to be a little bit more calm. You'll see the giant things in the background that kind of designate to each building the different decorations there. There's a large Play-Doh container over there. This is kind of the walkway between the pool and the splash pad. There we have Mowgli and Baloo from Jungle Book. The giant yo-yos are out on the edge. There's photo ops all over the resort as well. It is a large resort that is very spread out. So I always suggest to try to get a preferred room where you're going to be closer to the building. That's what you see here with the 8 tracks on the side of these buildings. This is one of the preferred buildings that is going to be closer to the main buildings, which is where your buses are going to be, as well as on the other side of that pool is where you pick up the Skyliner. So it's easy to get to, easy to access. So as we wrap up this video, here is one of my favorite things. You have the giant Mickey phone. I love looking at it at night when everything is all lit up. Everything looks even more magical. And then my absolute favorite part is the giant foosball court that is out here. These things are giant, and it is fun to walk in between them and see where you measure up. And then there's even the giant foosball ball that is there ready to go as if you were really going to play the game. And finishing it off with the big wheel, everybody's favorite toy from our childhood. So I hope you enjoyed this quick overview of Pop Century Resort. Consider it for the next time you would like to stay at a value resort at Walt Disney World. Thanks for watching.